Oh, sorry. The lighting today is affecting my skin, as you can see. So there are many things to talk about. Shall we dive in? How do you feel? Yeah? Cool. So there are a few things I want to say to the people that are interested in the topic of today. There are some beginners out there, so I have some tips for beginners. And what I mean with beginners is people that use... Yes, sir? We're gonna have to edit in. Beginners, what I mean is, let's say, people who buy stuff on Binance or Coinbase or Kraken. Let's say this is a beginner or a Trade Republic. I don't know what you have in your country. And maybe you know Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe one or two others, that's it. Or just Bitcoin, you know, pause. I won't be able to show some of the things that I wanted to show today because my MetaMask is displaying or experiencing problems. But I would actually recommend using Rabbi anyway, or Rabbi. I don't know how you would pronounce it. So my first tip would be to, of course, not only use the three main exchanges that you know. Let's call them, I mean, you know, maybe that they're called CEXs. Not CEXs. How would you pronounce CEX?
CEX.
Thank you. Decentralized exchanges like Binance, Quark, and Coinbase, the three big ones. Some other CEXs would be that I would recommend stuff like MEXC, so MEXC, then Bybit, or you can read the description. So use these because here you can find altcoins that haven't gotten access yet to Binance or the top CEXs. So this is the way to make bigger gains, of course. You know, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, I don't know what you expect to make in this current cycle. But, you know, you can take high risks with the other ones, and that, wait, is my white glasses straight? Thank you. I would talk about some of the services that you use. You probably, beginners, would use Live, CoinWatch, or CoinMarketCap.com. So either fine, but there are some things I want to show you while using these websites. So for example, come over here. So this is the typical screen that we know, or maybe you know you use CoinGecko or CoinPaprika, right? That's another one. So once you come to livecoinwatch.com, you can go to layout. What I find very important, so we have the market cap, the 24-hour volume. The supply and liquidity isn't that important, but we want to have the 7-day, 30-day, 90-day, and 1-year price details. Then the daily range. This is pretty unique. Don't have this on any others, I think, so thumbs up for that. Thank you, LiveCoinWatch. Take a look at that. You can play with the volumes as well. You can overkill this, and then it's going to be too much, but why not? These we don't really need. Availability don't need. Sentiment, this is, I'm going to show you a better source for this in my opinion. And I like to have at least these two charts as well. So here we can see all the columns that we added. The crypto market, a very volatile market, or volatile as some would say. So you want to take advantage of this information, which coins have been the most volatile in the last 24 hours. So this is one tip for beginners and maybe some intermediates. And these columns make LiveCoinWatch a lot stronger. Sorry, my Chrome is behaving weirdly, or maybe it's me. So this is the 24-hour chart, and this is the weekly, so then you can really see what the trend is like for this coin. So this makes it pretty easy to see. And then what I like to do, so this is a hint, it's not financial advice, it's what I like to do in my demo accounts. I will look for the most volatile coins, but I don't want any shitcoin or degen coin, which we'll also talk about. But I want something that's safe enough, secure enough. So I would say choosing a market cap above 100 mil is maybe kind of a good range. So opening the filters, adding the market cap property, and condition at least, oops, not more, 100 million. So now we have only the coins that have a market cap above 100 mil, and now I can sort according to the 24-hour range.
When I click here, you see those today.
The coin that has more than 100 million market cap, that was the most volatile today,
was zero. From this bottom today to this top today, changed 150% today.
within hours, you know, less than 24 hours. So that tells you something about the coin, right? But it looks like in the last hour it went up 41%. Can you imagine going up 41% in 1 hour? Who would have known? So yeah, this kind of is a good tool to find interesting volatile coins for the day, right? And then if you already know the project, like Clay is a serious project, so I know now that this is kind of a more serious, not a shit coin, not a scam coin, not a meme coin. It's a serious project, and it's been this volatile today, 60%. Oh, which has changed. So now Rari, which is also a good project, right? Rari's for NFTs. All you non-beginners probably know. Right, and then, so this was tip number 2. Another intermediate tip I'm going to give. You use CEXs, right? Central exchanges. But if you want to go one step further, if you want to find coins before they reach central exchanges and make the moonshots, your Shiba Inu, your Floki, all your coins almost, got to decentralized exchanges first before coming to centralized exchanges ever since Uniswap. I guess before that as well, but that's the major one. If you want to get more serious about crypto, is to use decentralized exchanges. What are your biggest ones? You have your Uniswap, very typical. You have your, for Avalanche chain, you have Trader Joe's. For Solana, you have Radium. For, whichever chain you want, look up your layer 1 and layer 2 chain decentralized exchanges. Of course, Uniswap is the most common one, and you'll have lots of chains on it, so that makes a lot of sense. And then you can also check DeFi Llama. If you don't know, DeFiLlama.com shows you a lot about DeFi, so decentralized finance. We'll dive into that another time. So definitely use your decentralized exchanges. Well, are you doing some degen investing? Are you searching for the next moonshot? Do you want to go 1000x and you're saying, hey, 9x isn't something that interests me? Oh, then you know what I'm talking about. If you are actually finding your meme coins on Telegram, Twitter, that nobody knows, following some Twitter or X crypto influencer, and this guy is finding his coins and you just want to copy trade, wouldn't recommend, but it's an option. Many people know this, but some still don't. So if you want to buy a coin and don't want to get scammed, you can use services like TokenSniffer or DexScreener or DexGuru, these things to filter the bullshit a bit. Of course, most of the coins going out every day are scams and will probably make you lose money. As always, only invest the amount that you're ready to lose. So if there's a coin that you want to buy but you're not sure, where can you find these coins? So let me just open Nero here. Let me just quickly show you TokenSniffer. Let's look at the contract of Nero. Live Coin Watch shows the contract right here. So here, I already have TokenSniffer. So now I'm going to paste the token address into TokenSniffer. And it's going to find this coin and it's going to check if there's some typical scams in this, like if it's a honeypot or if the contract owner put in a function to mint new coins. These are all important questions. But if you're not technical or if you didn't, look into Ethereum coding Solidity, then you can just ask TokenSniffer. They do it for us. Of course, just a few basic things. They're not going to help you with every type of scam, but at least a few typical ones. So here you see this token was flagged due to evidence of a bug, hack, or scam. Contains signature of a serial scammer. So apparently this coin was maybe put out by a well-known scammer. Score 0 out of 100. This coin isn't safe, but that doesn't mean, you might not make hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. This token appears to be unsellable. Token is sellable at this time. But, of course, here's the issue. We have to check where it's sold. If this is only sold on decentralized exchanges, which it is, it's only on Uniswap, only on decentralized. It's already sold also on centralized exchanges. Then, of course, the details on this contract over here would not be so important because the centralized exchange already bought a large number of this coin, so they kind of are, in a way, there to guarantee the security a bit, right? So then it's a different category. Right, so use TokenSniffer, check out what it has to say before you buy something, and use this information the way you want to use it. We have DexScreener, which is also just a decentralized exchange price chart aggregator. You can find the prices, I think, from every chain. So, there's a lot of information that's being loaded every time. So up here, I can search for a coin. I already have the contract number of Nero Pump. So we see that this is of course the same coin that we searched on TokenSniffer. So apparently the price has gone up 388% in the last 24 hours. Here are some sells. DexScreener is a good site to get some details on a coin. And then normally you also have some security and quick intel features here. So you can quickly see there's an external call here, whether the contract can call functions and other contracts during the execution of primary methods. Okay, this could technically be a problem, but I think there are some legit coins out there with this function as well. So I think this function alone doesn't mean that it's a scam. But I'm not coding actively right now, so I'm not up to date on all the information. And then another tool would be DexGuru. It's pretty similar to this, but I won't be showing that to you right now. You can go ahead and take a look. So I think I'm going to take a break and see you in the next one.